your boy Matt here. I'm making a few of these so I can kind of get the point across, and also to make sure there's no doubts left about it. Um, like so, the biggest one, and this is the one which, regardless if anything changed, if everything else happened, if my life all became perfect and I was a trillionaire, and everything amazing would happen at once, I would still be still there, right? And we're talking about factual things, and because nothing has happened so far, and I've been very vocal about what I've needed, right? I've been very vocal about what the abuses have been happening to me, and no one seems to care. Okay, it's so I'm not expecting anything to change, right? But the one reason is the surveillance. The one, and not having any legal or due process about how on earth all my stuff is streamed to a large audience. That's the biggest reason. That's the uno mono, okay? Right? Yeah, I've been enslaved, and I can't have normal social relations anymore. It's very isolating. I can't get on with my life as long as this thing is here. And because I've been just so terribly abused by the authorities, and so terribly abused by every fucking system which is meant to protect me and protect the community, I've kind of just realized, right, there really isn't anything. Our processes are broken, and the way I get out of this terrible situation. And it's something which I don't feel sad talking about or thinking about. Sometimes I look at other people, and I know that because I'm known to the community, sometimes they're sad when they're around me. That's the only time I feel sad about this, okay? To me, this has been a long time coming, right? I don't feel depressed or anything like that. This is the rational thing to do in this situation. But that's the one reason. The second reason is that I keep achieving and doing incredible things, and it doesn't matter the extent of my achievement. I can make other people billions of dollars, and I'll be made to live in a homeless shelter, and I'll come up with some justification for it, or something like this. I can do immense service to the community, and then I will still have people who are jealous of me, who will try and ensure that even though I've done these amazing things, I'm not able to have vocational success. I live in a homeless shelter, and I'll still have people bullying me, trying to make me less. It's insane. So the extent of that means that I've just kind of decided, okay, those things, even those things aren't great, and I'd be able to deal with them, and I'd be able to move on with my life and try and find ways around that. But what stops me from doing it is this fucking surveillance, right? It's had me pinned and stuck in this horrific situation. And however this came to be, at the post-mortem, what I'd really like is for people to start looking into it, looking how this decision was made and how they ended up enslaving a person who was of no harm to the community, right? I've been trying to flee a cult. I've had to deal with real serious problems in our community. What's happened to me is just terrible. And the way that the authorities and however this surveillance came to be worked into this, the post-mortem of that needs to be looked at, because this can't happen again. A person, because of this, I suspect, most of the views of this video will happen after I'm dead. And it's such an absurd situation to have found myself in, Um, and I don't know how anyone thought this was a good idea, and how anyone thought that this was the ethical thing to do. I think it's really just shown that society is just levels of power and authority, and people who are capable of keeping those levels of power and authority. um, and it's a group of people trying to jostle for it and having their emotions regulated by it. So that might be some of the last words I say on camera. I'm still going to be around for at least another 6 weeks, probably, but that's the reason. Is more of an exercise in me working through the process, because there's a ceremonial process which allows easily. And going through that process makes doing the deed a lot easier. Like at the moment, like, the biggest issue I've had is getting means. Like I can't get one, so it's gonna have to be more elaborate, and that's why there's still these videos. And yeah, that's that. Cheers.